Can a 39-year-old veteran who barely plays 8 minutes a game be more valuable than some starters in the NBA? What if I told you that Garrett Temple's impact on the Toronto Raptors might be worth more than his $3.6 million salary suggests? This is insane when you think about it. We're talking about a guy who scored just 1.9 points per game last season, yet the Raptors immediately re-signed him without hesitation. And honestly, folks, there's something happening behind the scenes in Toronto that most fans don't realize. We're about to dive into why Garrett Temple might be the most important signing the Raptors made this offseason, and why some fans are completely wrong about him. What's up, Raptors Nation? Quick Court coming in hot with another deep dive into our beloved team. And today, we're talking about a player who deserves way more respect than he's getting. How many of you even knew Garrett Temple was still on our roster? Be honest in the comments below. Look, I know some of you are already typing, he's just taking up a roster spot, but stick around until the end because I'm about to blow your mind with some facts about Temple's true value to this organization. You'll see why keeping Temple was brilliant while certain other teams are making questionable veteran decisions. Let's get one thing straight right off the bat. Garrett Temple is not here to drop 20 points a game. He's not here to be our sixth man. Hell, he's not even here to play meaningful minutes most nights. But that doesn't mean he's not valuable. This is crucial to understand. The man just signed a one-year, $3.6 million deal to return for his third season in Toronto and his 16th NBA season overall. Think about that. 16 seasons in this league. Do you know how rare that is? We're talking about someone who was drafted in 2009 when Stephen Curry was a rookie. This man has seen the NBA transform from isolation-heavy basketball to the three-point revolution we see today. Now here's where it gets interesting. Jakob Poeltl is still anchoring our paint with his new $104 million extension. Chris Boucher remains our last connection to the championship team. But Temple represents something different. He's the future's guardian angel. With Jacoby Walter, Grady Dick, Jonathan Mogbo, and Colin Murray-Boyles all trying to find their way in this league, who do you think is in their ear during practice? Who's showing them film at 11 p.m.? Who's teaching them the difference between regular season intensity and playoff basketball? This is what drives me crazy about the criticism. Some fans are saying Temple should have been brought back as an assistant coach instead. Are you kidding me? The value of having a player in uniform, sitting on that bench, traveling with the team, being in the locker room, that's irreplaceable. You can't coach from the sidelines what Temple teaches by example. Let me paint you a picture of what real veteran leadership looks like. Darko Rajakovic revealed that Temple, who hadn't played video games in nearly a decade, picked them back up just to connect with our young core. This is a 39-year-old man learning to play Call of Duty, or 2K, just to bond with guys like Scotty Barnes and Grady Dick. That's not just professional. That's dedication. That's sacrifice. That's putting the team above yourself in ways that don't show up in any stat sheet. Remember what happened with the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Joe Smith scandal back in 2000? They lost 5 first-round picks because they tried to circumvent the salary cap with under-the-table deals. Why am I bringing this up? Because having the right veterans who do things the right way matters. Temple teaches our young guys about integrity, about being a professional, about avoiding the pitfalls that can derail careers and franchises. Do you want to know something that'll blow your mind? When Temple scored or made any impact on the floor last season, even just a simple defensive stop, the bench erupted. These weren't fake celebrations. This was genuine love and respect for a man who shows up every day, ready to contribute however he can. How many teams have that kind of unity? How many teams have a veteran who generates that kind of authentic team chemistry? Scotty Barnes himself said that sitting beside Temple and picking his brain while injured was huge for his development. Barnes called Temple's competitive spirit inspiring and said he learned about leadership just by watching him. This is our franchise player saying this. Are you really going to tell me that's not worth $3.6 million, Otters? That's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. Now let's address the elephant in the room. The Bobby Webster era has officially begun. Webster took over basketball operations after leading the team as GM, and he needs stability as he guides this rebuild. He needs voices in that locker room who can bridge the gap between management and players. Who better than Temple? The man has played for 12 different teams. He's seen every type of organization, every coaching style, every rebuild and contender. That institutional knowledge is priceless. Hit that subscribe button if you understand that basketball is more than just stats. Some fans pointed out that Temple has never made it past the second round in his 8 playoff appearances. So what? So what? You think our young guys care about that? They need someone who's been there, who's felt that pressure, who can prepare them for when we get back to the playoffs. Because, make no mistake, this rebuild is heading somewhere special. The criticism that Temple costs us luxury tax money is short-sighted. Yes, we're over the luxury tax threshold. But you know what costs more than luxury tax? Developing players incorrectly, making the wrong decisions because you don't have veteran guidance. Having your young stars pick up bad habits that take years to correct. This reminds me of when people criticized Miami for keeping Udonis Haslem around for years past his playing prime. What happened? That wasted roster spot helped develop Bam Adebayo into an all-star. That overpaid veteran was crucial in their 2020 finals run. Sometimes the value isn't in the minutes played, it's in the culture created. Look at what we're building here. Scotty Barnes as our cornerstone with his max extension, RJ Barrett bringing that Canadian pride, Emmanuel Quickley running the show with his $175 million deal, Brandon Ingram adding veteran scoring once he returns from injury, Jakob Poeltl anchoring the paint, and a bunch of hungry young talent ready to prove themselves. You think they're going to figure it all out by themselves? You think they don't need someone who's been through 16 seasons of NBA battles? The comment about Temple being a babysitter for Scotty completely misses the point. He's not babysitting. He's mentoring. There's a massive difference. When Scotty has questions about handling media pressure, contract negotiations, dealing with injuries, balancing basketball and life, who do you think has those answers? Some 25-year-old assistant coach who never played in the league? Give me a break. Here's what really gets me fired up. People suggesting Chris Boucher would be better in this role because of his championship connection. I love Boucher, but he's still trying to earn minutes. He's fighting for his next contract. Temple has accepted his role. He's not worried about playing time or his next deal. His only focus is making everyone around him better. That's true leadership. Let's talk about Darko Rajakovic for a second, our head coach who just got his contract extended through 2026-27, has repeatedly praised Temple's impact. Darko knows what it takes to build a winning culture. He's been around championship organizations. And he chose to advocate for bringing Temple back. That tells you everything you need to know. What do you think makes a player valuable? Points per game or wins added through leadership? Drop your thoughts below. Listen, Raptors Nation. Garrett Temple might not give us highlight dunks or clutch threes, but he's giving us something far more valuable. The foundation for sustained success. While the Celtics are worried about aging stars and the Sixers can't keep Embiid healthy, we're quietly building the right way with the right veterans guiding our youth. Adam Silver should take note. This is how you build a sustainable franchise culture. Not with flashy moves or controversial trades, but with smart, calculated decisions that prioritize development over everything else. Bobby Webster understands this, and that's why Temple is still here. Here's my question for you. If you were Bobby Webster, what would you pay for a veteran who could guarantee your young core develops properly? Is $3.6 million too much, too little, or just right? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button and ring the notification bell because we're covering every angle of this Raptors rebuild. Keep repping that red and black Raptors Nation. Integrity over everything.